What is going on, YouTube? Tommy here from Tommy's Tech Tips with another quick story time. This one is, it's an interesting one, and it happened a while back, and, let's just get it right into it. You know how I like to do these videos. Okay, so about maybe 2 years ago, I decided to go to a music show put on by a local YouTube channel called Hive Mind. I really like their stuff, really nice guys. Who was playing was Chase Plato, and this is in Detroit. So Chase Plato, Snow Strippers, great band, and another great band headlined. I'm forgetting the name. So Chase Plato and Snow Strippers are two of my favorite groups, and I was so excited to see them. And so I'm in the crowd, right? And so I follow Chase on Instagram, so I know what he looks like. I see him walk to the green room, right? And I pull him aside. I say, Chase, hey man, like, I'm a huge fan of your stuff. Do you think I could get a picture? Now I'm there alone, right? I couldn't get anyone to go with me. So I take a selfie. I'm like, and he was like, yeah, thanks, man. And he seemed like he was like maybe nervous or something, but I could tell we were going to be friends. But he said, I want you to go crazy for me out there. And then when he said that, I knew I was his guy. And I knew that I could do it. I knew I could do that thing for him. So I'd say about 10 minutes went by, and I think Chase Plato was the first act to go on at the show. And so Chase steps up, and when he steps up, chills run through my body. Like, this is one of my favorite people. It is my first time seeing them live, and like, I'm literally like shaking. I'm like, and I ran into him before the show. So imagine running into one of your favorite artists, and they tell you, I need you to go crazy for me today during my set. Okay, I'm obviously gonna do it. So he gets up there, he starts performing one of my favorite songs ever. I couldn't contain myself. I run up on the stage, and I didn't know what to do. I just ran up on stage. I was like, ah! yelling and stuff. And Chase is trying to pause the music because like, he told me he wanted me to go crazy, and he was like pushing me. He was like, I was like pushing him back. I was like, pushing me really hard. And I was like, I think he was trying to start a mosh pit on stage or something. And I decided like, okay, I'm gonna go crazy for him. And at that moment, I decided I was gonna crowd surf. Yeah, me. Now I'm a pretty big guy, so I don't know what I was thinking at this moment, but. So I see the perfect people, or what I thought was the perfect people. I was wrong. Just a little spoiler alert. So I dive into the crowd. I get a running start. Chase pushes me, and I dive into the crowd. And so I thought I saw this big guy, but it's just actually, it was two younger girls. I'd say they were about 14 or they were young. And I didn't mean to jump on them. And what happened was I went like, and flipped, and I like flipped, and I accidentally smacked one of them in the head with my foot. And their dad was behind them, and he actually got so angry at me. They got the security guard involved, and I had to explain to them that, hey, the artist on stage that you paid here to come see asked me to do that. The artist that you paid to come see asked me to do that. Asked me specifically to go crazy for him. And I did. I did what I was supposed to do, and now you're freaking out about it? Anyway. But it ended up being a good night. I did get to come back into the venue under a different alias. But I had to use like my cousin's ID. He happened to be in town, and I had to call him and be like, dude, you're not going to believe this. I just got kicked out of the bar unjustly. And, God bless him, my cousin Sam, he actually did come to the venue where I was at. I was literally, I'd never been so upset because like, it's your favorite artist. You're doing everything right. You think you're doing everything right. And then someone just tells you, hey, you messed up. So I'm outside on the curb crying. Sam pulls up and he's like, I look exactly like my cousin. And he gives me my ID, he gives me his ID, and he's like, dude, if this doesn't work, like I'm on a date right now. I really need my ID back. And so I took it from my, say, thank you, Sam, thank you. I run inside, I run past the bouncer, I run past everybody, join the party again. I go up to Chase and I said, thank you for this opportunity. And he didn't know who I was after, because like post-show jitters, like I get it. I'm an aspiring artist too, so I know what it's like to have post-show jitters, or I can imagine. But yeah, so I think what I learned from this was maybe read the room better. Maybe try to read more social cues, because I don't know if Chase ended up wanting me to do that or not. But that's my 2 cents.